Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So we are given an opportunity every single week to just stop. For thousands of years, our community, our world has turned to us and given us more and more and more. And those who came before us said that we need the opportunity to breathe, to stop. And so we have that opportunity tonight. I want to invite all of us just to take a breath in. Let's take one deep breath in and let it go. And as we breathe out, we can think email, news feeds, Facebook feeds, other social media feeds. This is an opportunity to just stop. There is nothing like breathing, being with one another, and enjoying. And so each and every Shabbat, we try just a little bit of a different way of what it means to rest, what it means to enjoy. And for those of you who just kind of came in this particular Shabbat, congratulations. And for those of you who came in this Shabbat specifically because it's got Shabbat, congratulations. For all of us, this is a special Shabbat where we're going to do a little jazz, a bit of music to bring us into this particular evening, this holiday of Shabbat. Because there are many ways to rest and to stop, and one of the best ways is quite simply to sing. So we're going to do maybe a little bit of dancing. I'm looking around. Maybe a little bit of dancing, some singing. Let's enjoy this Shabbat together. This is a gift for all of us. There's nothing that you need to do. There's nothing that you need to accomplish in this moment. Instead, let's just receive. Let's stop, rest, and enjoy. We begin on the very beginning of our, we're going to begin with words that were handed out to us. Because as I was sitting with our tots a little bit earlier, and I said to them, "It's a holiday," and they all went, "Ah." And usually I'll tell them, it's the holiday of St. Patrick's Day, and they'll go, "No, what's that?" This holiday that we have right now is the holiday of Purim, and we are in the month of Adar. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to say particular names right now, but you may notice that there are, we usually have drag races in the synagogue anyway, but this is set up because if you come tomorrow night, we have an amazing adults-only Purim spiel, and then Sunday morning, you have to be thoughtful about how you share that, for adults. Anyway, it's a Purim spiel tomorrow night. And then Sunday morning, also in this space, entirely run by our teenagers, from the writing to the directing to the acting to all of the elements of the production of the spiel. There's going to be a special spiel just for our Torah Center kids. This month is all about kind of getting out of spring a little bit. I know that we have a little bit of a rainy kind of, we've got a little bit of gloom going on in our skies, but there's some sun breaking through. This evening and this holiday, it's an opportunity to celebrate that upcoming spring. And so we're going to celebrate also that it's Purim, that it's an opportunity to have some fun. And so if you look on your sheet that's handed out, you'll find the words for our prayer that we're going to sing together. It's all about this holiday of Purim. Let's sing together.
La Yehudi, Hai Ta'ora,
different things that remind us of certain things at certain times, and especially coming out of the darkness of our winter time. We're past Hanukkah where we have to bring out light. We're just recognizing that sweetness, that goodness. We're getting into spring. And so we have a little bit of Purim, and we have a little bit of an opportunity to sing together. And so let's sing Havana Shira. Let's sing together.
Actually, not doing Havana Shira.
Not doing Havana Shira.
No, we're going straight to the candle lighting.
We are going straight to candle lighting.
How
We're
about
going right on past because we have sung. All right.
Yep, there we are.
Keep me honest. Okay. Well, I'd like to invite up Rob and Deb to light our candles this evening as we begin this holiday of Shabbat, as we start. And the girls and Tony. Stephanie, come on up. Elena, Tony. Elena and Tony here for a very particular reason. We'll get to celebrate with them in a minute.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, they just seemed like a nice guy. Yeah.
Good time. Paul.
Paul.
I need a little more here. All right, let's do
One more thing, Paul. Can I get some piano in here? Piano? Thank you. Ya la 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 el ratzonecha Yaruz avdecha Kemo hariyah Yishtachave lai 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 Ya la la lai 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 El mul hadarecha Yishtachave lai 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 Ya la la lai 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 El mul hadarecha Yaruz avdecha Kemo hariyah Yishtachave lai 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 Ya la la lai 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 El mul hadarecha Yishtachave lai 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 Ya la la lai 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 El mul hadarecha
Not the one back there?
So some of you may notice that Paul and David and Sean are on the other side tonight. It's because we actually have a new sound system that's being put in our sanctuary in addition to a dozen other things. So we're figuring out where the sometimes if any of you have a plug under your seat, it's all right. Here we go. L'chado di.
Ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla. Ligrat ligrat dodi, ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla la la. Ligrat ligrat dodi, ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla. Ligrat ligrat dodi, ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla. Shmo v'zachor v'diborecha, Yishmi'anu el ha'miuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. N'shemu tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha lecha dodi, ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla. Lecha lecha dodi, ligrat ligrat kala, P'nei p'nei Shabbat mekabla. Mo'vi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, Gam b'simcha u'v'tza'ola, Toch Kabbalah, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, Leka do di ligat ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, la la leka do di ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, Leka do di ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah. Ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, Leka do di ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, la 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 leka do di ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah, Leka do di ligrat kala, Pene Pene Shabbat me Kabbalah. Please rise for the Baruch. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed, leolam vaed. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. There is one, 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 there is one. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Adonai, mi kamocha nedav kodesh, Norah tehi Lord, Oseh feleh, mi kamocha v'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nedav kodesh, Norah tehi Lord, Oseh feleh. Who is like you? Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? When Moses and the children crossed the sea, they sang to you songs of joy. Who is like you, Adonai? Mi kamocha ba'elohim Adonai, mi kamocha nedav kodesh, Norah tehi Lord, Oseh feleh. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshei Shavi Shabbat, Kulam yisbehu itangu metuvecha Shabbat. Esmechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. U'ashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, Chemdar yamim oto karata Shabbat. Esmechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat. Bereshit Shabbat Esmechu Demalchutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat V'korei Alek Shabbat Yismechu Demalchutecha Shomrei 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 Shabbat V'korei Alek Shabbat. Please rise for tefillah.
The clearance too loud? Okay.
Yananana, yananana, Adonai. Yananana, yanana, Zvatai Tiftach. Yananana, yanana, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yananana, yananana, Adonai. Yananana, yanana, Zvatai Tiftach. Yananana, yanana, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yananana, yananana, Adonai. Yananana, yanana, Zvatai Tiftach. Yananana, yanana, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yananana, yananana, Adonai. Yananana, yanana, Zvatai Tiftach. Yananana, yanana, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Yananana, yananana, Adonai. Yananana, yanana, Zvatai Tiftach. Yananana, yanana, Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'etzrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, Mechachel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Sohomech Noflim Verofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayem Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gefurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lechachayot hakol, Baruch ata Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah, Baruch ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. I now invite you to enjoy a few moments of silent prayer. You may either pray with the words that are in your heart. You may wish to read something silently from the prayer book. It is your choice. Adonai Tzuri v'goali, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri v'goali, oh my rock and my redeemer.
Well, a couple of you have noted that I am especially fond of the Yiddish expression, before I speak, I'd like to say a few words. So, we have actually a special celebration that we're going to be holding together tonight, but before that I want to share about something that is completely separate from that. And it actually has to do a little bit with technology. So you can imagine that we look at the great pages of history that have come before us, and it seems like that New Yorker cartoon where they say, New York, California, Japan. Has anybody seen that image where they just, it's a broad swath of things and that they just kind of focus on just a few? That the same thing might happen with history. That we know, okay, 1,000 years ago this happened, 2,000 years ago this happened. But every year of history, new things grow and new technology comes into existence. About 200 years ago, there was an even greater step forward in the technology of communication. People were able to reach out and connect with people from communities far beyond any they had known before. It's a remarkable thing to connect people that have not previously been connected before. And so, anytime we can talk with people that we might not have known before, it's kind of a remarkable thing. I was reading a book recently that was describing that in the 1990s, it was telling somebody that there would be a time where you could find anyone you had ever known in high school, and their mind was blown. Today we call that social media, right? Facebook. Well, the same is the case for the Jewish community. We always had somewhat of a far-reaching ability to kind of connect with one another in corners of the world. But by and large, Jewish communities around the world found themselves essentially isolated from one another. It was hard to communicate. But as communication grew and it was easier and we were more able to connect with each other, so did our connection as a whole community and as a global community. You fast forward a handful of years and you get towards the middle of the 1800s and even towards the end of the 1800s, and a movement grows, especially among the Jews of Eastern Europe, but among the Jews across the globe, of what would it look like for us to have a united Jewish community? One community where we could all finally be together and finally communicate with each other and finally connect, and maybe even, I'm imagining a giant Shabbat table from one end of, the thousands of people, one place that we could connect with and be all together. And some of you may be anticipating where this is going, although probably most of you are not. That as soon as we were able to connect and bring all of these disparate people from all over the Jewish community together, and as soon as we started talking together in that way, that was immediately when there were 2 Jews present and 3 opinions. That's who we are. We are a thinking people. We're a people that love to discuss, love to wonder, love to think about how to move forward through conversation, through discussion, through working on it together. And the value of us taking those steps as a collective community are essential, even when we disagree, and perhaps even because of it. Why am I sharing this, especially right now? Because of the different movements in our global Jewish community, and we are a deliberately, I almost said deliberately disorganized community, a deliberately not centrally organized community. Nevertheless, there is a large group in our community that tried to unite, tried to create that long Shabbat table where everyone could sit at it together. And that, of the many different communities, was the Zionist community and is the Zionist community in and across countries across the world. Right now, there is a vote taking place as a part of the World Zionist Congress. Now, the very first World Zionist Congress took place well over 100 years ago in 1897, where all of these different Jews from all over the world were finally brought together around the same table and were all able to, in one voice, share their disagreements with each other. And that's continued. Now, it's important to note that there are Jewish communities all over the world and all different Jewish communities. Nevertheless, that particular Congress wants to hear what our voice is, meaning very specifically, Jews who live outside of the country of Israel. Why is it important? And why would we be mentioning it today, and especially in our community here at Temple Israel? We're going to have a concerted effort here at Temple Israel to have each and every member of our community vote, because there are shifts that are going on in Israel and conversations that are taking place, and as a liberal Jewish community, we have a unique voice. If you get a chance to go online, it takes seconds to go on and vote, and there is a significant amount of the budget of the country of Israel that is set for what our voices are in the United States and in other places around the world, because they want to hear our voices. And we have an opportunity to share what our liberal Jewish voice is. So I encourage us, and there will be opportunities for people, they'll be kind of standing outside, offering us the opportunity to go on and to vote, and to share what our voice is. What do we think should be taking place with the Jewish community that is in Israel? Each and every one of our voices, knowing that there is no set understanding of what that voice might be, but that our voice should be heard there. My invitation to us is to take the opportunity to go on to the internets, and make our voices heard, so that as we, as one global community, can continue the ongoing dialogue and discussion that we have had not just for 100 years, but for thousands of years, of lots and lots of different voices, disagreements, and lots of different ways to live Jewishly, not just in the United States, but everywhere around the world. Okay, now I've spoken, now I'll share some words. We have a celebration, everyone. We have an opportunity to celebrate as two people bring their lives together. And so, Tony and Elena, I want to invite you to come on up. And I want to offer you a blessing here in our sanctuary, here in this sacred space. In 8 days, Tony and Elena are going to celebrate their wedding with one another. And I think it is quite fitting that in this space that has meant so much to you and your families, this space where you can be surrounded by the very same love that makes your relationship such a shining light for all of us, that we might in turn be able to share some of our blessings for the two of you. So Elena and Tony, these words are for you. Mishaberach imotenu Sarah Rivka Leah v'Rachel v'avotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov. May God who blessed our ancestors in every generation bless these two. Guide them on their continued life's journey with sweetness, with goodness. May they continue to build together a home that is a gift to each and every one of us, and that is a safe place, a place of refuge, a place of renewal. May there be tenderness between them, together in joy and sorrow, and may their love continue to inspire each and every one of us, a community all the better for having them in it. I invite us together to say, Amen. We can do a little singing too. Here we go.
Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Yenu. Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Simmen tov and mazel tov and mazel tov and simmen tov. Yehelanu. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulekol Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, יהלנו, יהלנו, ולכל ישראל.
All right. I think if anybody has a particular form of sweetness, now is a great time to share it. Woo! Mazel tov, mazel tov. Woo, woo. Well, it's an opportunity for each and every one of us to say mazel tov to Tony and Elena at some point tonight. Mazel tov, Tony and Elena. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Well, we know that strength comes from being together, and what that means is that when we have things that we're celebrating, it really does help us hold that celebration, and I think even makes that celebration a little bit brighter when we share that celebration with one another. And so just as we hold that brightness tonight, we know also that that very same strength is needed because there are times where we are a little bit low, or where those who are near to us are in need of our strength and our love. And so we call on that very same strength, the power of being together and in community. And so our hearts turn to those in our community who are in need of healing, in need of that strength. As a community, we're deliberate in placing the names of those who are in need of strength in our pamphlet. So I invite you to open it up. Take a look at the top left-hand corner in the inside. If there's someone that you maybe haven't talked to in a little bit, or perhaps you know, I invite you to reach out. Prayer is always there to inspire us to action, and so I invite us to send a text message or call, reach out to one another so that we can find that strength with each other. This Shabbat as well, we turn our hearts to those members who have recently come onto our Mishaberach list. And so our hearts are with Jackie Fritz and Don Kaplan, Nadine Picard and Doreen Wright-Wendell, Edith Abish and Henry Siegel. And if you're here in our sanctuary and you're thinking of someone in particular on this Shabbat, it's our custom to invite you to rise, to share their name as my eyes meet yours. I invite us to turn our hearts to strength as we offer these words of the Mishaberach.
Help us find the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We continue now with Aleinu. You'll find Aleinu on page 10 of our pamphlets, our handouts, our booklets. I want to invite us to please rise in body or in spirit.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו גויים ארצות, ולא שמנו כשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Well, our thoughts now turn to those members of our community who have died in recent days or in this season in years past. So we turn our hearts especially to those members of our community who are observing Shiva and Shloshim, the 7 and 30 days after the death of someone near to them. And together, as we remember Dean, our hearts are with Charmaine. As we remember Margaret Florsheim, our hearts are with Renee. And as we remember Sarah Kincaid, our hearts are with Andy and Helene. This Shabbat, we turn our hearts as well to those members of our community who are observing the yard site, the anniversary of the death of someone near to them. And so together we remember Laura Beryl Beers, Golda Berman, Bernard Bernstein, Esther Baskewicz, Creston Briggs, Rita Brudeline, Jenny Bukoff, Robert Burney, Julius Feldman, Carla Phil, Leo Frankel, Harold Golden, Manuel Greenberg, Rita Haddow and John Haddow, Eileen Hammer and Joan Hill, Patricia Jacobson, Edith Jones, David Lensner, Dorothy Lerner, Milton Levy, Marvin Merrick, Rochelle Mintz, Benjamin Newman, Henry Orenstein, Leah Perry, Eleanor Prell, Silvino Quintana, Myron Raftenberg, Bill Raphael, Alan Richmond, Marlene Ross, Ann Roth, Robert Selesky, Norma Slavitt, Gail Stillman, Beatrice Stotland, Aaron Tillman, Gary Turner, Herbert Erling, Gertrude Weinfeld, Dave Weitzman, Phyllis Wolfe, and Harry Wolowitz. If you're thinking of someone in particular on this Shabbat, it's our custom to invite you to rise to share their name as my eyes meet yours. I'd like to invite us now as one community to rise together as we offer these words of Mortis Kaddish. Itgadal, Itgadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrach Yotei, Ve'amlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala Ubizman Kari Vimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Omel Maya, Itbarach, V'Yishtabach, V'Yitpa'ar, V'Yitramam, V'Yitnaseh, V'Yitadar, V'Yitaleh, V'Yitalal, Shemei D'Kudisha, Barichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, Damiran b'yama v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, Chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol Yeshvei Tebel, v'imru, Amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memories of those near to us always be a source of blessing. I invite us together to say, Amen. I'd like to invite us to please be seated, but I'd like to invite up a member of our board of directors, our president, Jerry Levy, to share about some of the goings-on at Temple Israel.
Thank you, Rabbi. So, first of all, congratulations, Tony, Elena. This is great. This is one of the high points of the year when we can bring someone who's going to get married. Rob and Deb, thank you for sponsoring the Oneg tonight, along with something else that you tend to do. Tomorrow morning, as most Saturday mornings, we will have Torah study right here in the Alban Hall, starting at 8:45. Tomorrow morning, there will not be a Shabbat service, a morning service here, but we will say Kaddish at the end of the Torah study. We are also celebrating, I think it was mentioned earlier, something about Purim. I'm sorry, Don, did you say something? One of the other. Are you finished? Hard to say. Great evening, and it has several pieces to it. First of all, we will get a little teaser of the kids' service, and theirs is amazing. They write it, they do the music, they do the choreography, and the kids are astounding. And it's one of the things that our congregation is very fortunate, because in many places, kids get through with their bar and bat mitzvah, and then they just disappear like the wind. But our kids stick around, and this is part of the reason they get to do this, and it's a lot of fun. The staff usually does something. I promise you it won't take more than 3 hours. And then, of course, we have our big Purim spiel, and Paul and his group will be running the sound for that, and they've been practicing like crazy. The band is amazing, so you do not want to miss this. There will be drinks, there are desserts, something about, I think so. We asked that question. There's something about karaoke. I can't imagine. Okay, now, on to some serious stuff. In your booklet here tonight, we have so many things that are going on at the temple. It's hard to find time to actually stuff something else in, but we do it all the time. A couple of things I want to bring to your attention. Joyce, Jewish Wisdom and Aging, Monday morning at 11:30, and then Rabbi will do the Radical Women. And it's interesting because women sort of hide underneath in the Torah and other writings, but they're so important, and this will be the rabbi's chance to present some of that to us. We have so many classes. Keep your brochure, and if you have any questions, get a hold of the office, and they'll be able to give you more information. And with that, I say Shabbat Shalom.
All right. Thank you, Jerry.
All right. Before we kick off this closing song, I have a few people to thank. First of all, Rob and Deb Feldman, thank you for your vision and your sponsorship of Got Shabbat so that we can all be here celebrating Shabbat in this musical way. Thank you to our sound crew led by Paul Levitt, including Sean Pasternak and Dave Ross. Thank you so, so much. You guys, the work you put in is unbelievable. Amazing. Look at all this gear. It's insane. Okay, thank you. And then, my fellow musicians. Thank you. Yes, thanks to you, all of you, celebrating Shabbat with us in this very musical way. Let's go. Randy White on the drums. Sam Ross on the piano. Steve Hummel on woodwinds. Barry Kogert on the bass. Oh, and Rabbi Fox. Our radical guitar playing Rabbi Fox. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu, Odivot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Meet us in the lobby for
The social hall.
in the social hall. Motzi and Kiddush.
And here's for Kendra's beautiful singing as well. Woo!